The sun rises upon an ancient world. The morning call of Brachiosaurs echo through the steaming jungles as their 30-foot necks rise above the tree line. From the mighty Stegosaurus and towering sauropods to the king of dinosaurs, the fearsome Tyrannosaurus Rex. Join me as we reconstruct their lives as they might have been in a land before time, walking with dinosaurs in a Jurassic World. The seasons are beginning to change, and the herds are on the move once again. Food is becoming scarce, and Brachiosaurs must ingest 880 pounds of conifers, ginkgos, and cycads in order to survive. They compete for food with Stegosaurus, and at 30 feet in length, weighing 2 tons, the yearly migration of these colossal beasts is truly a sight to behold. Herbivores are not the only ones in search of food, however. Here, we see a young dromaeosaur who has been separated from his pack, guided by instinct to seek out his prey like his older relatives, the Deinonychus. The Brachiosaurus herd's migration is finally complete. They have successfully reached their Great Valley of Plenty. In addition to the fertile vegetation necessary to feed these 58-ton behemoths, the North American basin also provides another vital life-sustaining resource, a watering hole. The lifeblood of any ecosystem, and much like today, the smaller creatures must wait their turn. Pterosaurs of every size also flock to these watering holes, feeding on fish, mollusks, and even small dinosaurs like compsognathids. Some of these ancient creatures grew to truly monstrous proportions, standing as tall as a giraffe with a 36-foot wingspan comparable to an F-16 fighter. Quetzalcoatlus was the largest pterosaur known to man. A family of ankylosaurs quenched their thirst after their long and arduous journey. But sadly, 2 stragglers have fallen behind, and they do not yet realize they are being hunted. The attack is sudden and ferocious. Though the young ankylosaur's club-like tail and armored back provide some protection, its soft underbelly is no match for the brutal jaws of the Allosaurus. Dinosaurs come in all shapes and sizes, and some are even very small. And while Oviraptor's quest for food is not as exciting as his larger counterparts, it is no less dangerous. Weighing in at just 88 pounds, this speedy little thief has reason to be cautious when stealing eggs for dinner. He would be wise to avoid the nest of his much more famous and ferocious cousin, the Velociraptor, who are out in force today because with a fresh clutch of hatchlings, there are several new mouths to feed. Built for speed and agility, the Velociraptor is the smaller cousin of the Deinonychus, belonging to the Dromaeosauridae family. Thought to hunt in packs like modern-day wolves, the alpha male and female would be on a constant search for prey. Along with direct fossil evidence that Velociraptor fed on Protoceratops, it is likely they were opportunistic feeders as well. One of the smaller theropods, they are astonishing jumpers, able to leap 10 feet. And when these formidable predators sense a herd of Gallimimus, the hunt begins. Like a flock of birds evading a predator, the Gallimimus weave back and forth. But the Velociraptor is not the only hunter they should be wary of. The real threat is the most fearsome predator the world has ever known, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. But while the Tyrannosaur was the undisputed tyrant lizard king, the pterosaurs were the rulers of the sky. Though fossils have been found all over the world, the very first pterosaur was discovered in 1784 by Italian naturalist Cosimo Alessandro Collini. Ranging in size from sparrows to fighter planes, these magnificent creatures once filled the heavens, soaring through the clouds like eagles. The valley below is the hunting ground for a mated pair of Tyrannosaurs, but while the bull is patrolling their territory, a threat has arrived. The poacher is a 13-ton rogue Giganotosaurus, drawn by the herds of gathering herbivores. The young female of the mated pair rises to defend her domain. Normally, these two super predators would not meet, but territorial boundaries mean nothing to the intruder now that the migration is in full swing, along with his instinct to gorge himself before the dry season when food is scarce. Her mistake was fighting the much older, more aggressive Giganotosaurus. And sadly, this mistake will cost her life. Predators and rivals are not the only threat facing dinosaurs, however. Volcanoes. Exploding with 24 megatons of thermal energy, violent eruptions can spew molten rock 12 miles into the air, as currents of toxic gas and volcanic matter flow along the ground at 434 miles an hour. These pyroclastic flows reach temperatures of 1300 degrees. As the panicking herbivores stampede, a hungry Carnotaurus exploits the disaster for an easy kill. But the large ceratopsian has other plans. As the suffocating cloud of ash fills the air, the raging bull Tyrannosaur, who just lost his mate, defends his territory, killing the intruding Carnotaurus with one powerful bite. This was not the end of his rampage, however, going on what is known as an overkill event, which is common among large predators, slaughtering a group of sauropods just because they were nearby. Answering the call of rival apex predators, the territorial bull male hunts the intruder who killed his mate. And like two massive dragons of old, these monstrous beasts collide in a battle for survival. In the end, the Battle of Titans is decided in the jaws of the Tyrannosaur. After a long and arduous journey, the cross-country migration of a large herd of Nasutoceratops is finally coming to an end, as they slowly make their way across the river into the valley. Weighing in at 1.6 tons, some take a moment to rest their weary feet and refresh themselves in the cool water before going any further. Another large group of ceratopsians have made their way to the river to quench their thirst as well. In the many years that followed the Great Eruption, the earth that was once scorched was revitalized and brought forth new life. More herds began to make their journey across the river into the valley. Hadrosaurs like the Parasaurolophus, frilled ceratopsians, the long-necked sauropod dinosaurs, and the flying pterosaurs. Generations of these magnificent creatures that capture our imaginations and fill our halls of exhibition thrived. The bull Tyrannosaur found a new mate, and even sired an offspring who would one day grow to rule his kingdom. And so, the great circle of life continues, as it always does. Because life finds a way.